Alright. Hopefully stream settings are done. I'm not sure when the last time I YouTube streamed was. Oh, good. It actually saves all my settings on stream, and that means I don't have to, throw my webcam off the side of my monitor. Hey, Squiggle, how's it going? How is everybody's day? Everybody having a good day? No, we're not on Twitch today. I mean, it's a new map. When we do that, we usually do it on YouTube. It's where most of the people are anyway. Let me tell you, today has not been the happiest day ever, but it's a day. It's a day. So let's hope you guys have had better days than me. We're also getting another Dragon Ball collab, if you couldn't tell. This is right here. It's coming January 31st. I am very meh. Hey look, it's a shithole. Yeah. I'll play the game in matchmaking first, just so you guys can see what it's like while, actually playing right now. But, first of all, I want to say that I did a poll in my Discord earlier. If you are, thanks, Stream Elements. If you're in my Discord, I would recommend going and voting in that poll. It's in the Intercom channel. Just react to the emoticon you think should, work. Because currently it's at a tie. And if it stays tied, we will do a poll on stream later for which one we do. But yeah. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Mikachu. That sucks. Good to know we've all had a bit of a rough week. My week has been nothing compared to yours by the sounds of it, but seems like it's been a rough week for quite a few of us. Hey, Shadow. Yeah, we got the Fractured Melody on in the background, because it is very reminiscent of the back of my mind right now. Just empty, and it's like a sad kind of sounding thing, so it kind of fits my mood right now. But yeah. We got an update tomorrow, though, so maybe things will be better from tomorrow onwards. Are you talking about my stream tags, like the hashtags in the description? I'm always bored. Never gets better, I'm always bored. Yeah, so welcome to survival games. It's still a work in progress. I'm not sure why these rifts are visible. Is it because these are set to all instead of gameplay only? That might be it. Am I sad about the delay to 2.0? I've stopped caring about 2.0. I mean, I knew it was going to be delayed. Like, I've been expecting a delay until July, honestly. And even then, I still expect delays. Because I know, like, how bad of a state 2.0 is in behind the scenes. It is a very buggy mess. I know they said they've pushed it back to March. They're going to push it back again. Mark my words. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't release in March, actually. Maybe that's just because I like watching people suffer. I'm kidding. But yeah, 2.0 is honestly not something I'm that excited for at the moment. I don't think I saw that reply, Squiggle. Yeah. Reaction or a vid about the Kid Laroi concert? I mean, I saw it with Ender. Because, you know, like, in her personal Discord, we kind of, or she hosted an event with, like, we'll do, like, a watch party because, you know, she worked on it. So I went and watched it with Ender for that. It was a very, very impressive event. Maybe we'll be seeing something from said event in tomorrow's update. You never know. Wow. I shouldn't be saying shit. Wow. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. I'm being mystical. Wow. Okay. What kind of date is January 90th? That was him telling us it's going to be delayed until, like, March. And I still don't even think it'll release in March. Hey, 3 hours. I do indeed really like the 7. I like the storyline, period. What we just got here? We're gonna be adding something to my survival games that I've worked on recently. And hopefully we'll be playing it today as well with some of you guys. I've been meaning to do that for a little bit. Ooh, raspberry. Nice. It's melee only. Speaking of Ender, today she actually flew out to LA. They got a business trip over there, so... Who knows? Alliance is working on something, as per usual. They never get a break. But yeah. Yeah, I know, I haven't streamed on YouTube much. I did stream on Twitch the other day, but I ended it pretty quickly, because A, my Wi-Fi cut out. But once my Wi-Fi came back, I didn't continue to stream. Because I've been sick a little bit the past few days. I'm still a little sick now, still just getting over it, actually. Why do I only have 4 inventory slots? I'm meant to have 5. Yeah, I've been sick recently as well. So it's been an issue. I'm definitely getting, like, much better, but it's still, like, slightly there. Yeah, we've made a survival games, it's melee and bow only, but that might change. And to explain how that will change, it depends on you guys' input later when it comes to the poll that's currently in my Discord, which I talked about. It explains those barriers that you couldn't see. What do you mean barriers you couldn't see? Imagine the next story event turns out to be a creative event. I mean, Fracture was. Fracture was a UEFN event. And I feel like that's because they kind of rushed Chapter 4. Because my personal theory is the Chapter 3 map didn't do a good job with, like, the map design of displaying Lumen. Like Epic thought. So, they had to make a new map to show it off. And because of that, they ended up rushing Fracture so they could put more effort on designing the map. That's my personal theory. And because Fracture wasn't a Unreal 5 event, it was a UEFN event, that would make a lot more sense to me. But I don't know the true answer to that. Only Epic can truly answer that for you. But I will be answering any questions you guys have on today's stream about some stuff. Life is less crappy. New tack banger. I'm really just reading this, Cito. Hey, how you doing? There's another map being made for Dragon Ball. I mean, we do have a new Dragon Ball collab tomorrow, so... Well, not tomorrow. Unless today's the 30th. Yeah, never mind. We do have a new Dragon Ball collab tomorrow. Hey, Enzak, how's it going? You really hope the IO comes back and saves us in some way? The IO are on the map right now. It's the Oathbound. The Oathbound are the IO. So, the way, I guess, so, this might be a little confusing to some of you. So, a lot of people right now are confused on if we're in the past or not. So, allow me to try and make sense of the storyline for you. We are not in the past. We have never gone back in the past in the Fortnite storyline. We are still in the present day. what happened with the 7 still happened. The 7 are still chromed, or aren't chromed, but have gone where the chrome took them. And they are being changed by the last reality. The 7 are still captured by the last reality. That is still an unfortunate fate they have met, and it is up to Amy to save them. We are in the modern day, we have not gone back in time. However, Geno set up a snapshot of himself, or the 0 point or whatever. There is a snapshot of Geno from a different reality. And here's the thing, this is why it's very likely that Geno set this up. It's, the 0 point has snapshots in the loop. So why is there a snapshot of Geno in a reality that isn't reality 0? That's the question you guys need to ask yourselves. But there's a snapshot of Geno from an older time period before the Imagined Order was created. And this Geno from a past time period was pulled in from the Zero Fusion that Paradigm did. And that has technically created a past Imagined Order in the present day. So we're technically seeing the past of the IO while we're still in the present. That is technically what's going on. That's kind of the best way I can explain it. But that also, again, does beg the question, how did a snapshot of Geno end up in a different reality that wasn't reality 0? It's possible Geno himself put that snapshot there so that if the IO falls, he can form another one. You never know. But yeah, that's just a showcase of said survival games. What's going on with UEFN? It has been delayed till March. It's a very buggy mess. That's what I'll say. I'm not a UEFN alpha tester. As far as I'm aware, the only people who test UEFN are in the beta program, and I'm not in the beta. I don't think Epic trusts me enough, personally, to put in the beta. It's either that, or they see that I stream creative, and they don't want me streaming beta stuff. I have no idea. I mean, I could ask Epic to be put in the beta, but I doubt it's gonna happen. But, yeah. I am not in beta, I have not tested UEFN, but people who are in the beta have constantly told me it's not ready for release at all, and it's a very buggy mess. And you know, I'll take their word for it, because I trust them. Maps looking majestic, thank you, Mixer. Yeah, what Paradigm said. But yeah, we're in the present, but we have realities and snapshots from the past in the present right now. So the IO could fight the IO? Technically no, because the IO have been disbanded. The Imagined Order are gone. They aren't on the map anymore. There is no Imagined Order. The only surviving member of the IO, other than Jones, who, you know, defected from them, and other than the Order Remnant, who also defected from them, is Geno himself. And Geno is still rebuilding. Oh yeah, the hub's laggy. I'll show you guys how to break the hub, by the way. Rift Warden's hot, not gonna lie. I disagree with you, but, like, to everyone their own, you know? Thank you. We got people like All Might in the game. What do you mean people like All Might? This funny storyline gets confusing. I mean, this is a way, I think, of showcasing, like, the past wars of the IO and the 7 without having to go into said pasts. Anyway. Free 140 meters, by the way. 140 is the new cap, by the way, although I do have a screenshot of me hitting 150 from before the hub update. Anyway. Gunner's alive. Gunner died in the 0 point. It's possible that Gunner in Season 3, like, that got special dialogue with reaction to What's-Her-Face. I forget her name. Panther. Is probably just a snapshot. Oh, this needs to be set to gameplay only. Both of these need to be set to gameplay only. There we go. That'll stop them showing up in pregame. Could Geno bring them back with the Rift Warden's portal? Geno, the snapshot of him would not bring back modern IO. I don't see why he would. If anything, he's a Trojan horse for modern Geno to come back. But even then, I don't know what's going on with Geno right now, other than that he is alive and he's still rebuilding. No. Blitz, the difference between, I think we have different ideas of immortality. The IO's immortality makes them ageless. It doesn't make them unkillable. Sloan is dead. Sloan is canonically dead, and Sloan 2 was immortal. The IO's immortality is ageless. You have infinite life. You cannot die. At least from age. You can still die from sickness or wounds. You can still bleed out and die. You just won't die from aging. That's why the IOs still have medical and dental healthcare, like, applied to them in their, like, base kit when they join. It's because they can still technically perish. They just won't age. And it seems that all of the 7 are the exact same way. The Imagined... okay, I'm just not even going to talk about the Imagined. The Imagined is a walking plot hole. There's no items in this. Probably because it's set to all items. Entzag, that's probably a snapshot. Sloan, as far as I'm aware, is dead. As of now, we have no confirmation to prove she's alive. The only info we have on Sloan is that she's dead. You never know, man. Anyway, so as to what I was saying before, in my Discord, we have an intercom channel. And earlier in there, I hosted a poll. But it looks like we have a tie anyway. So we're going to need to do this poll again. Great, that means I need to open my stream on YouTube. Yes, we're very likely going to see more stuff about Amy in the 7 tomorrow, because we're getting Oathbound 3 tomorrow. So the poll has reached a tie, again, between the round modifiers and the potions. We can do either one. So we need to do a poll. So let's do a poll. Let me just add this to the YouTube chat real quick. Thanks, phone. My phone casually just makes the 7 noise. Alright. There you go, the poll is officially up. So, it is now up to you guys to vote on said poll. Vote for the option you want us to add on today's stream. We're going to be adding that option to the game, and it will be a new gameplay element, because if I check my memory right now, I think we may have a little bit of bugged memory. I don't know, sometimes the memory is both 95, sometimes the memory is not. Memory is a very buggy thing in creative right now. Sometimes it's higher than it actually is. I'll fly around the map and show you areas we didn't explore, though, while that poll goes on. The 7 phone? Yeah, it's my notification sound from my phone. What is that Twitch noise? It is not Matt. I know Matt is streaming later. Yeah, but we should be getting some of the Kid Laroi stuff tomorrow. We should. Don't take my word on that, but we should. Wink, wink. Let me just get a sword or something. I'm not adding hammers to this, by the way. Shockwave hammers, I mean. They can break the cornucopia. But yeah, so this is the, like, lava biome. You can take damage from this lava. You can't take damage in edit mode anymore, sadly. So I can't, you know, actually take damage. But you will take damage bouncing on top of this. So do be careful. But, you know, it is a quick way to move and get away from a fight. But yeah, this is like our ash biome. The reason it's called Frontier Survival Games, by the way, is because most of the biomes in this map are inspired by the Sonic Frontiers biomes. So the ash biome is inspired by Chaos Island, which is why we have this, like, little green area with, like, mist, meant to be, like, hot springs. Like, this is like, based off Chaos Island from Frontiers. The only part of Chaos Island I couldn't include with this was the icy mountains. Just because, you know, the map's not big enough for them. Yelling, a popular creative YouTuber with over 100k subs to recreate the Kid Laroi concert. Is it Mustard? Dude, I'm still sad the Mustard Mayhem flopped the way it did. I'm sad about that. Pick status? I will choose the option when I view the poll in a minute. We'll get to the autumn biome because, you know, that's original. The arid biome, or the desert biome, is based on Ares, as you can imagine. If they're all based on Sonic Frontiers Islands, which is why we've got these, like, ruined sculptures around, like, the edges and stuff. Because Ares Island has those, like, huge, like, war spike things. Like the anti-tank barricades. But they have, like, massive ones, like, all over Ares Island. It's kind of cool. Yeah, those are the Ares Island things. And just like Ares Island, we have an oasis area, too. It's got a little bit of tall grass. Just a little bit. But, yeah. The oasis, it's kind of small. But it's one of the few areas on the map you can actually swim. Which might make you a little bit hard to kill with some melee weapons. You wish it was Mustard? Mustard Mayhem generated no interest in you. That's honestly fair. I think it's because, like, Mustard's content, people prefer watching him build than watching him watch other people build or play. Which is why the build challenges stopped for a while, actually. The only reason he brought back build challenge the other day was to test it out again. But the reason the build challenges stopped is because they didn't perform well, people didn't like them. And Mustard Mayhem was that, but in this time, instead of rating and watching people build, you're watching people run around, right? Like, it was meant to be like a Mr. Beast gaming video. Which, you know, isn't what people subscribe to Mustard for. So yeah, I'm not surprised the Mustard Mayhem flopped, but I'm sad that it did after all the hard work we put into it. But, you know. What's my opinion on the external internal things with the phone? What do you mean? I don't understand what that means. Enzak, the only reason he did that with video 2 is because, like, all of the Mustard Mayhem qualifiers and all the Mustard Mayhem maps, like, the Mustard Mayhem Part 1 and the qualifiers, all of them did so bad that Mustard just honestly thought it was painful to continue. And he wanted to just... there was meant to be 4 videos of the Mustard Mayhem. But, he combined videos 2, 3, and 4 into 1. Which is really sad. Because that, like, the videos were, like, the maps were just kind of, they felt rushed in the video form, honestly. And the people, some of the people who participated in the Mayhem loved it, and some of the other people just were toxic because they didn't win. And just thought everything was unfair. So yeah, the Mayhem was a complete failure, and I'm kind of sad that it was, but it's a thing. Yeah, that's fair. I also haven't watched Mustard in a while. I still talk to him, though. Yeah, Blitz, the reason those map videos are not done anymore is because they just don't perform on YouTube. They do really bad on YouTube. But the Mustard Mayhem, though, to put it into perspective, guys, the Mustard Mayhem is the worst performing YouTube video series since the start of his channel. That's how bad it is. But yeah, anyway, as to what I was saying before I get back to the poll, this Plains biome is not actually based on Kronos, by the way. This is based on Uranos Island. Uranos Island generally has bigger flower fields, which were the inspiration for the massive flower field in the middle of the Plains biome. there are, like, a few foresty areas of Uranos Island, like this here. And this pond in the middle of the plains is meant to be based on the area you fight Supreme in Frontiers. This is meant to be based on Supreme's boss area. But yeah. The plains biome is based on Uranos Island. But the autumn biome is completely original, and it exists mostly because I thought it was a good contrast to the plains biome. Like, it's a good transition between autumn to, like, spring. Like that, it's a really nice kind of difference in transition. But yeah, welcome to the autumn biome, which is fully original. And the idea for this one was mostly just, like, those, like, autumn paths that you can walk down. Like, those long paths with all the leaves that, like, flow across, like you can see on screen right now. Like, that's what it was, like, based around, as, like, a good transition for the, between the plains. And then the autumn biome transitions into the ash biome. So, yeah. Z-Bush is sending me an invite. Unfortunately, I'm not going to join you right now, man. Perhaps another time. Mini BLs are dying? They are. And I have talked about that a million times. Oh, the first person option on the phone to get more precise. Yes, yes, yes. The immersive camera for, like, when you have the phone out. I personally don't like it. I don't like having immersive camera for creative. I would love to have first person, don't get me wrong, but I don't like the immersive camera option when flying around in creative. It just doesn't feel right to me. I prefer the external view. It's just what I'm used to. Anyway, let's view the poll. Oh, speaking of Mustard, there's a, I have a ping in Mustard's Discord and video news. It's probably his, oh, he's looking for memes and vids from Fortnite Chapter 4 Creative. If you guys have any memes, go send them to Mustard right now. Mustard's, asking for a few. But, yeah. Anyway, the winner of the poll appears to be Status Effects. So, it looks like Potions have won, guys. Over round modifiers. So, there you go. We had 12 votes on the YouTube poll. Status Effects won. So, good job, guys. If you voted for Status Effect remotes and Potions, you have won. So, that's what we're going to be adding today. So, honestly, it might be extremely cheap. And if it is cheap, we can possibly add round modifiers after. But most of my mechanics for, like, stuff like this are under the map. I've really got to ask, why is the loot pool, like, only 4 slots? It's meant to be 5. Do we have a class? Is that why? I'll get back down there in a second. Do we have a class designer up here anywhere? Like, I'm trying to wonder why we only have 4 inventory slots instead of 5. Oh, maybe because I haven't published an update yet. That might be true. That might be why. I was gonna say, I thought I removed all that. Anyway, let's do status effects. You're watching you're rewatching Endgame for some reason. Go ahead, man. Alright. So, when it comes to status effect remotes, what status effects can we reliably create? Let's think for a moment. Obviously, damage boost. That's only 11 memory. Okay, that's really cheap. Health boost, 15. That's also really, really cheap. Maybe we'll be able to do both options. You never know. But I definitely want to do, like, the winning vote first. We'll do movement modulator. I need a, like, floor tile or something. Because the wood floors are kind of expensive. Something relatively cheap. Yeah, it works. Whatever works, works, you know? Map's kind of wild. Thank you. I've put in quite a bit of effort to this. I mean, it's all good, Mikachu. I don't even have mod perms in Mustard server anymore. I only had them for the Mayhem, so... I do want to make a YouTube portfolio at some point to, like, you know, apply for teams and whatnot. But, you know. Let's see. Yep, downtime is confirmed, for the Dragon Ball update tomorrow. Alright, so, where was I? Yes, potions. Sorry, I was responding to a DM. Alright. So, potions. We need signal remotes. Signal remote managers. I'm trying to think if there's any other... we have the ice potion, but let's be honest. I kind of hope we get those, like, proximity signal remote, like the signal remote grenades that were leaked a while back. I hope we get those tomorrow, because if we do, I'm gonna add debuff remotes. Like remotes of weakness. Remotes of harming. The ice remote, because that's more of a debuff than anything. Dragon Ball update. We're getting another Dragon Ball collab tomorrow. I don't know if anyone... I mean, I thought that was obvious. It was kind of teased earlier, but... Tomorrow we're getting a Dragon Ball update. For those that didn't know. Alright. So let's do the 3 buff remotes first, because you want to have buffs, right? Like, you want to have buffs to your inventory. We want speed, we want health or regen, and we want damage. So the legendary remote can go. We don't need that. So we want speed, which will be blue. I said we want speed, which will be blue. Device, you know, do your thing. Alright, there we go. Right, that one is set up. Let's do this one first. Actually, I need 2 of each remote, because I need an item remover. So, like, once you use them, they get deleted from the inventory. I disagree, Mikachu, because that is actually impossible. What is added to a creative update is chosen literally on the day of the update. Like, we get given what's ready. If you guys are working on cyber callout maps, by the way, wait. Don't build them yet. Wait till tomorrow, smile. Wink, wink. Okay. So, remove the items and device, delete them from the inventory. Okay. I also need HUD messages, because people aren't going to know what these do. We're going to set them up exactly the same way as they were set up in Inaba. These things are only 4 memory? Holy crap, that's cheap. Wow. That is so much cheaper than I thought. Holy crap. Okay, I need to... I forgot, I'm using event binding with this map, so I need to name them all. Status effect manager speed. Okay, so the cooldown time of this is going to be, you know, 1 second. It's all good. Right, this is going to be status effect speed HUD. And this will be status effect speed remove. Okay. What's going to happen to the My Hero stuff? We might have both. I don't know. We'll see. Man, I kind of wish we could use both event binding and channels, but, you know. You gotta use event binding, because otherwise you're gonna run into problems. Now this will be the regen one. I need to get another. No, 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 no! Bad. I need another one of these, I need another one of these. Apparently I can only have one in the... You've got to be kidding me. This one didn't change remote, right? That one's still blue. This one is the one that changed. You're not meant to be regen! Grr! Okay. You're meant to be health. This one's meant to be green. This is the regen. Good, okay. Yeah, that is true. That is indeed true. Alright, so, actually, I'm gonna rename this to status effect HUD speed instead of speed HUD. This will be status effect HUD regen. This one will be status effect remove regen. And then I'll rename this to status effect remove speed. Alright, there we go. And I'll clear the inventory of this one. No, clear the inventory. Cringe. There we go. Purple. Not purple! Nah! I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. That was meant to be green. I'm stupid. I'm not thinking clearly. There we go. Move this over here. Rename you, status effects, manager. Damage. Yeah, damage. Actually, I'll call it strength. Clear items. You're meant to be purple. Dude, I hated how bad old memory used to be, dude. I'm glad they've, like, guys, we're actually insanely lucky with how much memory we've gotten. Like, you guys don't understand how lucky we are with the memory we've got. We are actually extremely lucky with the memory we have. Status effect HUD strength. Alright. Yeah, it takes so much longer to set these things up. Alright, let's do speed first. So, first of all, let's go over here to the movement modulator. And so, how fast do we want people moving? I'd say, like, just maybe a little bit faster. The duration of a potion, I think, should be 30 seconds. Character devices are still, I think, way too much. I will agree with you on that. You might head out now. Alright, see you, Google. Thanks for tuning in. I mean, I do know something we should be getting tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe we're getting the crowd volume. It was used in the Kid Laroi event, if you guys saw, when there was, like, Midas and everyone, like, standing around in, like, a huge crowd. That is a crowd volume, and I believe we're getting that tomorrow as well. Okay. So, let's go to activate when receiving from. We're gonna go to speed. Status effect HUD manager. An event. This will be secondary fire. Because primary fire we're going to use to tell you what the remote does. Because otherwise people are going to left click and be like, what just happened to me? Whereas I want them to right click so that when they left click they know what the remote does. Because otherwise they're just going to be like, what the hell does this do? You know? Which is why we have the HUD device too. Alright. So that goes to that. I'm going to rename this to status effect speed. What's the one thing I want in creative other than UEFN? A setting for conditional buttons that only lets them trigger if you're holding the designated item. Very specific, but very powerful if you understand what it can do. Status effect strength. Let's go to the settings for this. Strength, I think should be 1.5. I think it should be 1.5. I don't want it being too powerful. It'll be 30 seconds. Time to respawn is going to be instant. Pick up audio on. Apply to player only. Pick up when receiving from... Let me type in this device name. Strength. Status effect manager strength. Secondary fire. Status effect regen. And this is going to be a health regen, not a shield regen. Specifically health. There's going to be a flat increase of 1. Nah, let's do it like maybe 3. Nah, 2. Nah, yeah, 3. We can buff it if need be. I agree with that. Skydomes are the reason they're global right now is because of client-based issues and map-based issues. It's kind of hard to like decide between client and server. Skydomes are set up on server side right now. They're not set up on client side. Effect duration, 30 seconds. VFX on player, yes. Disable effect on pickup, no. Time to respawn, instant. Spawn on minigame start, yes. Pickup audio on. Alright, and then pick up device regen. Manager secondary. Alright. And then if we go over here, we should be able to type things. And I am going to copy that to my clipboard because I'm going to be using that as a base for all of them. Message recipient is going to be the triggering player. Display time will be 3 seconds. We'll do blue or something. Nah, red outline. We'll make it critical. Play sound. Message. Placement. Let's do like top center. And then we will show when receiving from speed, manager, event, primary activation. Alright. Nice. Oop. Alright. So, yeah, my phone... Like, I still have to use my phone to read chat. Hopefully, when I get my own place in the future, I'll be able to read chat off a second monitor. I just don't have room for a second monitor, sadly. I can afford one, but I can't have one. I don't have the room. Alright, manager... Primary activation... Time from round start off. Triggering player, 3 seconds. Red outline, critical, message, top center. Regeneration! Alright. We'll set up strength next. damage. And then this one will be called strength. Triggering player. Off. 3 seconds. Outline. Critical. Message. Top center. Show. Strength. Manager. Primary. Alright. They're done. We just gotta set them up in the loot pool. The second we find these things, which... Oh my god, I can't see it. There we go. The crowd volume, I believe, is a beta device, possibly, or a developer device. I don't know which. That should be changing in the update, though. Right, there we go. Potions are now in the loot pool. So you can find them in the loot pool now, guys. There you go. Ha 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 ha. Alright. Your status effects are done, and we still have a lot of memory to work with. Hold on. How much are Skydoms? How much are Skydoms initial? 28? That's so cheap! Alright, first of all, before we move into round modifiers, let's make sure potions are working. Oh, wait, no, they're not. They're not. I haven't finished potions. Oh, yeah, what do you guys think of this? This nice little, transition we have here. I didn't finish potions. I'm stupid. There's something I forgot about. We are not deleting the potions. We need to be deleting them. So, all of these remove ones, we need to go over here. Remove on secondary activation. So we gotta go to manager. Actually, I'll just have in speed. So then we know we're getting the right one. Like, yep, manager speed, secondary fire. We're still not done as well because I want to have like particles for when you use them. Kind of like a Minecraft potion. I want them to like explode into particles. I think that would be really, really cool. But yeah, welcome. This is event binding at its finest. It takes a little bit more time to get these things done, and you do have to name all your devices, but it is a more efficient system. Oh, wrong fucking device. It's meant to be manager, not remove. There we go. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with that device. Alright, let's see. Just looking through stuff. Yeah. Alright. Where was I? Particles. Yes, particles. They're all going to be the same. They're just going to be different colors. So let's find the VFX creator. Prime drink? I've never had it. I've never had it before. A soft circle. It's meant to be like a Minecraft potion particle, right? Maybe splatters? Splatter could work. I'm trying to think what else would be like a really good potion particle. I'm thinking splatter. Oh, absolutely. Let me look at dots though as well. Yeah, splatter might be better. Alright, so the sprite duration will be like... Yeah, let's do like 1 second. Sprite size needs to be a lot smaller than that. Maybe 0.75. Yeah, random rotation. Main color is going to depend on the color of the potion. So swiftness will be blue, for example. I want it to be very bright as well. Because if it glows, it's easy to see. That's a bit too bright of a color, though. That's a little better. Speed, we want it to go down, for the most part. Let's reduce gravity, too. Maybe make gravity a little higher. That's speed, not gravity. I don't want speed like that. Okay, let's see here. Randomness, let's do like 100. Size over time will go down. That doesn't look great. Maybe not the size over time thing. No, I want, like, speed, but I want it to go down, too. Like, I want, like, a harsh gravity. I'm trying to think. You wish we could randomize the skims? We'll see about that. I'd never used the device. Effect generation amount. Let's lower the gen amount. It's like, I don't know, 30. Loop. Never. It's not gonna loop. Spawn mode, yeah. It needs to be a... I mean, I don't know if point is a good idea. I don't think point is good. Definitely sphere. With like maybe a larger spawn zone. That's too high. Okay, what about box? Box is too big currently. I want it to be more like an explosion, though. That's the thing. If it's an explosion, it needs to be a lot faster and have a lot more gravity. But not like that fast. That's way too fast. It also needs to have a lot more effects gen at that point. Like, the generation amount needs to be a lot higher at that point. I think the sprite duration might be too long. Let's lower that. Um, 0.3 maybe? The loop duration is going to be 0.5. That's slightly better, yeah. And then we want to stick it to body part. We'll stick it to the center. Like that. Let's choose maybe a different particle. I want to see what all the particles look like. Stars, that's interesting. Flare 1, no. Let's try spark. That honestly just looks like sprinkles. Flare, electric. No, too hard to see. Shockwave. Doesn't look quite right. Smoke? Okay, smoke could be good. Oh! Oh! Did you guys see that? That was cool. Let's do smoke. That was really cool. Alright, so we're gonna call this status VFX speed. And we're going to spawn at player when receiving from speed, manager, secondary fire. That was cool. I really thought that was cool. That was so cool. I like that. Let's just change the color. So for this is because it's regen, we need to go for green. Alright. Goodbye, and Zag. Have a good evening. Yeah, maybe there will be a list to choose from. You never know. Let's rename this to regen. And we need to spawn effect from player at regen, manager, secondary. Alright. Regen's particle is done. Now we gotta do the damage particle. I wanna try smoke 2 for damage. I'll take a look. Damage is meant to be like a purple. That was intriguing. That's better though. Smoke 1's definitely still better. Let's rename that to status effects strength. And this is meant to be strength, manager, secondary. Alright. Isn't the smoke too big? We will see. We will see. If it's too big, I'll shrink it down. We just gotta find the remotes in-game. Alright. We have warped to the map. Let's see if we can find some potions. No potion. That was interesting. There's like a noise. Like every time we search chest. That's new. That was a common hammer. Oh, rip. Purple hammer there though. We just gotta find potions, which might take a moment. We'll search the entire cornucopia for them. It has the biggest chance of giving us stuff. We are getting a render made for this map, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that. Ah, we got one. Nice. We got the speed one. So if we left click, nothing happened. Why? We'll find out. But if we right click, nothing happened. Why? No idea. Let's find out. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Okay. So let's figure out why that didn't work. Maybe the remote for, like, blue is empty or something, like, in the device. Alright. Wow, my stream on, like, you know, I still have my YouTube stream open. I wasn't meant to. We just gotta fix the blue remote. That is all. I'm pretty sure the rest work. I think the blue remote might have an issue with the, manager. I think there might be an issue with this manager. Let's drop a remote into it. Yeah, because look. The signal remote manager's, like, dongle's, like, not glowing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there was no remote in it. Because the dongle wasn't glowing. I was like, okay, I don't think there's a remote in this. There was not. I was right. But there is now. That would explain why the blue remote didn't work. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's get potions to, you know, work. Just gotta find them first. 2 swords, kind of cringe. Yeah, scythe. I want that. Alright, there we go. Bunch of weapons. Alright, we got one. So if we left click. Oh, right, yeah, grace period. Alright, wait for the grace period to end. Alright, if we left click. Yep, secondary fire to apply speed boost. That was so cool! Like, okay, the speed boost is noticeable too, because you can see the particle on me, and I am running faster than normal. So it's a noticeable buff. Like when you have the swiftness potion. And then it wore off. So yeah, it's a noticeable buff. Okay. We got a damage boost. So we left click, strength, use secondary fire to apply a damage boost for 30 seconds. There we go. We got a damage boost now of 1.5. Not that there's anything to, you know, display that on. But you can see that we got a damage boost because we're glowing purple. I think that's cool though. Like, that is a sick particle. Also the Falcon drone, by the way, just so you know. You cannot search chests with it. So it is purely a scouting and looting tool from, like, dropped items. But yeah, let's see if we can find the health remote next. We need the regen boost. But, you know, regen boost, we gotta find it. We can go back to the cornucopia if we need. Because, you know, there's like a specific item in a list of, you know, a lot of items that we need to find here. But we shall see. Nope. I think it's after 3 minutes that loot crates restock, by the way. Because they do restock. So, yeah, I think it's after 3 minutes. Hey, we got it! Nice. Regeneration, use secondary fire to apply a regen boost for 30 seconds. And once we do that, we now have regeneration for the next 30 seconds. Hopefully, at least. We might not be able to see it, but there is a way we can test, if I'm quick enough. Lava! Oh yeah, no, it's working, it's working. You can see on my health, it's going back up. Falcon Scout definitely seems like the kind of item that'll break once you leave Battle Royale. Okay, I think the regen wore off. But it works. They work. Good to know. But I like how, like, the remotes burn when you use them. That's really cool. That is cool though, and it works. Which is a really good sign. So the potions are done. What's our memory at? 96, 96. Let's do a quick count. Oh, it's only 96, 404. Okay, that's good. That's really good, actually. The only problem with round modifiers is a certain device that I would like to call the RNG zone. If I place this down, we go to 98, 107. So round modifiers are getting pushed a little bit from this device. But that being said, we still have like 1.5 memory, like 1.5k to like wiggle room, which is still good. So that's intriguing. That is a possibility. The other possibility is dirt bikes, which, you know, I don't know if they'll be a good fit for this, but they're very cheap and affordable. Like, if we wanted to add dirt bikes, we could. I just don't know if I just don't know if it's a good idea. Reboot Van is not. Reboot Van is too expensive. It's a stupid device anyway. It's practically useless. It's not going to work on a solo map. Creature spawner. We can't afford zombies if we have RNG, so zombies are kind of a no-go. That being said, there is something we can do. If we do go ahead with RNG, there are two things we can do for, like, round modifiers. The first is loot pool. We could do standard, which is what we have right now. We could do classic, or not classic, I think that's kind of the same. No, we could do one shot, which is, snipers only. We could do shotguns. We could do melee only. There is a lot we can do with, like, loot pool modifiers. Shockwave hammers are a no-go because they're broken, which is why I haven't added them. We could do Battle Royale, which would be, things like assault rifles and whatnot. Like, there is all sorts of stuff we could do with loot pool modifiers, but we could also do weather, which would be things like fog and rain. I don't know if rain would do anything. Rain could be a thing that gives you, like, a permanent ice feet effect, maybe. Like, that is something rain could possibly do. I'm trying to think of what other, like, weather modifiers. Obviously, fog. And depending on the time of day. It'll be a time of day modifier. Depending on the time of day, it depends on the weather effect. That would be available. But, that is something to think about and consider. Explosives could obviously be another loot pool modifier. It's up to you guys. What do you guys think of round modifiers? See ya, Enzag. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, it's up to you guys whether we do round mods or not. What do you guys think of round modifiers? We could also just do it, like, after the update, because we don't know what memory's going to be like after the update. Maybe we'll do round modifiers after the update. Just to be safe, you know? Like, we've just added potions. I think we can keep potions in, for now. But we just need to... we need to be careful. I'll submit that update, and for those of you who want to play, if you're still on stream, we can do that if you guys like. I just need to open the Discovery submission form. Can I, like, update the map description? And let me update this. Weapons, items, and I'm gonna say potions. Just because potions is a much more, like, I guess, rememberable name than status remotes. I gotta wait to publish. Yeah, I know. I agree with round modifiers, and round modifiers are honestly the thing I was wanting to do first anyway. But I think I'll wait till tomorrow, because I don't know what the memory's going to be like after the update. And you never know, tomorrow we might get spears too, which I doubt, but if we do, that'll be very cool. I hope we do. I love spears. I think spears would be awesome. Do we know what the animations are for the basic spear? Because I don't actually know what the animations are for the basic spear. We should be getting a render done at some point for the map too. It's being made by Fury. It's not being made by Tristy, because Tristy's not doing renders anymore. At least for now. I'm also going to make another update in a moment. Because once the render is made, I want to submit it, like, immediately. But yeah. I do really like this map, though. Like, I'm happy with what it is right now. Hey, Cringe, how's it going? The other stuff, by the way, in the poll that weren't added, if I can find my poll. So yes, next up is going to be round modifiers. Round modifiers will be the next thing to be added. Because round modifiers will change up the gameplay every round. And I think that could be really fun. Alright. Let's return to the lobby. Maybe we can play some rounds of this. The other stuff that we wanted to add in the poll, one of them was bikes, and that's just because I knew people would be interested in them. Just because I know that I can do them. I don't know if bikes will be anything that I do add, but I know I can. Vending machines are another thing. I like to put vending machines around the map, so you can get guaranteed loot at the cost of gold, but you get gold from eliminations. I'm very mixed on vending machines with this. Like, they don't have the same capacity that Enemies vending machines did, because the loot pool is a lot more restrictive. If you guys want to join, by the way, my party is public. So we can play the game on public lobbies if you guys would like. It's a thing. And the other option was Trails and Titles. Trails and Titles sounds like a Minecraft update to title. But Trails and Titles will possibly be an update in the future. The main thing for Trails and Titles is they're gonna be like, let me actually load up, speedrunners to show you what I mean. I'll load up speedrunners so you guys understand what I mean by, like, Trails and Titles. The Trails and Titles update would also include leveling, like a level up system. You're hoping this map has seasons? I don't know about seasons. I don't know about that. This map isn't something I can change easily. This map is more of a map that's gonna get new additions than seasons. So, once, you know, I stop lagging. Speedrunners is a really good idea of Trails and Titles, or like a really good showcase of it. Once, you know, I stop lagging and can actually do something, game! Jesus Christ. Fortnite, it's not that hard to function. Alright, there we go. So, by titles, if I go to, like, my current rank thing, this would be with player markers. They would be able to do things like, show, like, Master or Warrior above your name. Expert or Adept or something like that. Like, it'll be able to show that above your name like, as you see other players. And trails, well, you're looking at them. Trails would be, like this. You run around, they follow you. And that will very likely be an update of its own. Since I'm here, I might as well play one round, just because I can. Speedrun is kind of flopped, which is sad, because I really like this map, though. Like, this is a really, really fun map. Oh, yeah, timer was off. Thanks, server. But yeah, this kind of, stuff will be... That's what I meant by, like, trails and titles, as an update for Frontier. If we can get round to doing trails and titles, we will. But yeah. We should be getting the Big Bush Bomb tomorrow in Creative 2. I have no idea why anyone would care about the Big Bush Bomb, but... I mean, if you want... But yeah. I think round modifiers is definitely the next update. Like, we'll see what we get in tomorrow's update. The next major update is definitely round modifiers. Like, before we do trails or anything else, round modifiers I think is key, because it adds replay value. It encourages you to play for more rounds as well. And every round, I want to do team switch too, so that you appear at a different podium. That's another thing I forgot to do with Frontier. I should do that now. I'll go do that now. I think team switching should be a thing. I don't know why team switch on next round is not a thing. It should be a thing. But yeah, I think the next major update will be round modifiers. I'll probably end up, like, ending stream, probably around 15 minutes. Just because I know that Matt is going to be streaming later tonight, and he's actually going to be playing a game I really like that I haven't seen anyone play in a very long time. I don't know if anyone's, like, familiar with the Welcome to the Game series. Like, Welcome to the Game 1 and 2. Like that, like, deep web simulator. Where, like, you have to, like, find a specific location on the deep web and, like... just, like, find and, like, get there. You have to, like, find different keys by, like, browsing different sites and stuff. Like, it is a really cool game. And I think that game is honestly one that I wish I saw more people play. Team rotation will be every round. There we go. I'll just do that with the next map update. Which will be, if memory doesn't, like, you know, die tomorrow, it'll be round modifiers. But yeah. I also want to get a render made for the Complex at some point, because I think Complex is one of my maps that does have a lot of plays, that never really got the recognition. Kind of like Food Fight. Food Fight never got a render when it should have, and then I ended up giving it a render one day, because Food Fight is my most played map of all time. It was surprising it never had its own render. So yeah, Food Fight has a render now. Do you guys want to know how to get under the hub, by the way? But yeah, Complex might get a render of its own someday. But Frontier is going to be the next map to have a render. Just because I do see a lot of potential with it. Maybe I'll get a trailer made for it too once round modifiers come out. But here's how to get out of bounds. Smile. Nice hub, guys. Nice hub, Zays. Good work, man. Now that we're out of bounds, you guys want to see me go under the hub? Because I can go under the hub. Time to go under the hub, guys. There's no reason to go under the hub, it's just fun to break it. Another map of mine that I think should have had a render, but, like, it's way, you know, gone beyond that time period now, is Parker Hills. Parker Hills was my third ever feature, and honestly, I think it should have had a render. But, Epic stopped doing renders, like, soon after Aether was featured. So Parker Hills never got an Epic-made render. And I didn't get renders commissioned for my maps until Inaba Season 3. So, Parker Hills never got its own map render. And honestly, Parker Hills uses outdated mechanics and outdated map design. I'm honestly tempted to just make a Parker Hills 2 at some point. Yeah, anyway, that's how to get under the hub. It's a thing. Yeah, in reality, there's, like, nothing left I can do. Like, on today's stream. And the stream's kind of died down, like, not many people are here now. So, because of that, I don't think we're gonna get many entertaining games of Frontier. Which is sad, because I think it'll be very fun. But, I think, yeah, I think I'll end stream here, I think. Just because, like, I added what I said I was gonna do on, like, the Discord earlier. And we did the poll. But I think, like, I think I'm comfortable ending here for now. Because there's not much else we can do. So, yeah. Tomorrow, I might stream the update. We'll see. But thank you guys for watching, and I think I'll see you guys on the next stream. Goodbye.